Good afternoon, Crabs fans around the world and around the block, listening on the World Wide Web and on the radio. It's time once again for Crabs Baseball. Benjamin Schaefer here, along with my friend Liam, and we'll be bringing you all the action tonight, or at least I will. I'm not sure about Liam.
Oh, I'll be here.
Liam won't be here. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Liam might be doing a scoreboard tonight.
I think our scoreboard guy showed up, so I think
So Liam and I will be giving you all the action tonight as the Crabs meet the Seattle Studs for the second game of a 3-game weekend series. The Crabs pretty much blowing one last night, Liam.
It was rough. 3 crucial errors contributed to
Same
Crabs'
inning,
loss.
5 runs, 7th inning, right?
Yep.
And 3 errors in the inning. Really, well, that was it. That was the name of the game last night.
Yes, it was.
Crabs ended up losing at 7-2. Tonight, ugly uniform night at the ballpark as the Crabs are in some kind of weird camouflage get-up out there that,
well,
I don't know. It looks
that's
like
because it's camo night tonight at the ballpark.
It looks like somebody stuffed like a BB gun full of raw meat and shot him with it. Doesn't it?
High fashion.
It's a really hideous uniform night at the ballpark. But anyway, uniforms notwithstanding, the Crabs looking to even the series at a game each as they are introducing the players now at the ballpark. We're about ready for the national anthem, and then it'll be time for Crabs baseball. And here we go with the national anthem. Elena Torres. All right, impressive voice. Good job. That's the national anthem. So the Crabs come into the game with a record of 2-4. They lost the opening weekend series to the Knights. Then they humiliated the Red and Gold 45s midweek, only to come home and lose last night 7-2 to the Studs. Let's give you the starting lineups for both teams. Liam?
All right. Starting lineup for the Seattle Studs tonight, leading it off will be the shortstop Gavin Grant. Batting second will be the second baseman Kyle Strash. Then batting third will be the center fielder Landon Riker. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter Brennan Hancock. Batting fifth will be the first baseman Mason Quinlan. Batting sixth will be the third baseman Kyle Bowe. Batting seventh will be the left fielder Henry Cheney. Batting eighth will be the catcher Brady Hinkle. And batting ninth will be the right fielder Tony Henriksen. And on the mound for the Seattle Studs tonight will be Joe Rogers.
Thank you very much, Liam. For the Crabs, Coco Figueredo at third base leads off. Dom Sauto, the second baseman, bats second. Bryce Kirk, the first baseman, bats third. And Dawson Bacho, the DH, bats cleanup. Damian Henderson in right field bats fifth. Aiden Morris will be the catcher and bats sixth. Kyle Nell out in left field bats seventh. Dan Carasoza will be the shortstop and bat eighth. Riley Cleary in center field bats ninth. And on the mound, Devontae Butler, who pitched just brilliantly, on Sunday afternoon in his first start of the season, only to get a no decision. But very impressive in his first outing. And in that game, let's see. I have his stats in that game, I believe.
6.1 innings pitched.
That's right.
No earned runs. Allowed 3 hits.
Struck out 6 and didn't walk anybody.
Yep.
So
outstanding.
He was great, and he had pitch hits moving all over. He just had the batters way off balance all afternoon, and that was a tough loss for the Crabs. That was the one they had a 1-0 lead and then gave up 2 runs in the seventh inning.
Yeah.
Seems to be the problematic inning for the Crabs.
It's like how the first inning is a problematic inning for the Giants. You know?
Yeah, I kind of think for the
Same
Giants
sort of
it's
deal.
really 1 through 9 or fairly.
Well, the first inning especially.
But they're always playing. The Giants always. It's true. They always seem to be playing from behind.
Oh man.
Brutal.
Enough about the Giants. Let's focus on the Crabs.
Let's do that. It's a good idea. All right, Gavin Grant to lead it off. And let's see. Grant in last night's game was 0 for 3. Couple of walks. He bunts down towards third too hard. In on it is Figueredo with bare hands. Throw to first is in time. Nicely
nice
done.
play
One
by
away.
Figueredo with the bare hand.
Very nice.
Charged it well.
Here's Kyle Stash. 1 for 5 last night. Crabs played well last night except for that 7th inning when 3 errors on the left side of the infield doomed them to a loss. Pitch is down low, 1-0 the count.
Score was 2-2 through 6 innings. And
Yep. 7th inning, it all just fell apart. Here's the next pitch. In there at the knees for a called strike. 1-1 now to Kyle Stash. Landon Riker on deck. And the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase the pitch, and he fouled. Tipped it, actually. I think it's 1-2, isn't it?
that's what I have.
Yep. Down and away, 2-2. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air, fouled on the left field line. It's going to drift into the play area.
Well, now the scoreboard says it's 4-2.
Yeah,
which
I find
is
that hard to
not
believe.
Possible.
Yeah. I'm skeptical. There we go. Now it's correct.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Butler gets the sign, rocks, and there's a grounder over to first. Kirk has it. He'll take it to the bag for 2 away. By the way, the Crabs defensively, it's Devontae Butler on the mound. Aiden Morris is the catcher. Bryce Kirk at first base. Dom Sauto at second. Coco Figueredo at third. Daniel Carasosa at shortstop. Kyle Nell in left field. Riley Cleary in center. And Damian Henderson is out in right field. Landon Riker will be the batter. 1 for 5 in last night's game. And the pitch from Butler is a beautiful breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. Here's the 0-1, and that's fouled up against the screen. And the thing we noted about Butler, besides his great pitching last time, was the pace at which he works, which is very brisk, and which we all appreciate.
Everybody on the field and off the field.
Get the
We all
ball, pitch the
appreciate
ball. He's just gets a rhythm going. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, blew it by him. Studs go down in order in the first. Crabs coming to bat. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Crabs are managed by Robin Guyver, who pitched for the Crabs in 1998 and 99. I remember Robin pitching for the Crabs my first couple of years here as a broadcaster on the radio. He was great. He was 2-0 in relief with a .98 ERA in 1998, and in 1999 he was 3-0 with a 1.21 ERA, and he played college ball at Washington State University. It's great to have Robin Guyver as a manager. He is joined by Eric Giacone, who also pitched for the Crabs in 28. Eric pitched for the Crabs in 2004 and 2005, and 6-3 record during that time. His brother Nick Giacone was a much storied first baseman for the Crabs for several years, just before Eric joined the club.
And I believe the Giacone family, they're all involved in the drag races.
I believe they
at
are.
the
I
Samoa
think that's
drag
correct.
strip.
Yes.
They like their cars.
Brad Morgan is also an assistant coach. Brad Morgan played for the Crabs in 2007, 2009, and 2010. And he's a local guy from Eureka High School. And then John Bryan is the assistant coach, and he comes from Costa Mesa, where he was a coach for 17 years. So that's the Crabs coaching staff doing a great job year in and year out. Here we go, first inning. And, bottom of the first, Coco Figueredo leads it off, and he takes a strike right down the middle, 0-1. On the mound for the
Joe Rogers
for the Studs. Left-handed, big, tall, left-handed pitcher. There's another strike on the outside corner, 0-2 now to Figueredo. Figueredo last night was 1 for 4. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses away. Do we have the umpires for tonight's game, Liam?
I will acquire those.
Very good. Ball and 2 strikes to Coco Figueredo. As I recall, that bunt, that single that he had last night was a beautiful bunt. Coco actually laid down 2 really beautiful bunts last night. One, he was thrown out on a good play by the third baseman. But the second one, there was no chance to get him. It was just rolled it right into no man's land in front of third base. And so 2 excellent pieces of hitting last night by Coco Figueredo.
Umpires tonight, Brandon Coburn is behind home plate. J.J. Norton is at first base. And Michael Cowan is over at third.
All right, 1-2 the count to Figueredo. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. Ooh, swung on a pitch. That was nasty.
Boy.
That had a huge jump on it. 1 away.
Took a little off there.
Dom Sauto will be the batter. Sauto 1 for 4 in last night's game. No, this says Campbell. I think he's just wearing Campbell's uniform.
Yeah.
I think.
I would hope so, unless
don't
that's
know.
actually Dylan Campbell. In that case, I'm very confused.
And why? Yes. It says it's Dylan. It says Campbell on his uniform, so we're gonna go with Dom Sauto just because we don't know. Fastball down low.
Guys forget their uniforms.
Because that's what it says on the lineup card. I'm gonna trust the lineup card.
I'm gonna trust Robin Guyver.
Yeah.
With that one, unless there's a late scratch.
1-0 pitch. Fastball at the knees, 1-1. Well, we'll try to find out one way or the other. Meanwhile, it's 1-1 to Dylan Sauto.
Hey, just combine them. That'll work. Close enough. Got to cover all your bases.
Here's
No
the
pun
1-1
intended.
pitch. Hit fouled on the right field line, and that's going to bounce up against the security fence over there. So a ball and 2 strikes now, the count. Just getting started, bottom of the first inning. No score. The Cheney Seattle Studs. For some reason, there's a horse on their uniform and on their caps. Fastball misses high, 2-2, and I was going to look up that we have information on that horse.
Some connection between a horse and a stud.
I think Cheney, who founded the team, raised horses or something.
That would also make sense.
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and there's that breaking pitch, and he fouls it out of play. He was out in front of it. Let's say in here, I don't know. 2-2 pitch.
I'll go with your story, Benjamin.
Why not? Fouled out of play. Count remains 2-2. You know, the A's have that elephant on their uniform. People don't know why. I know why.
Why?
Because I think it was 1910. I forget the year exactly. Another opposing manager said that the A's were white elephants, meaning that they were old and not able to compete.
Oh.
And they took that as a mascot for that reason, and they ended up being a very successessful team that year, I believe. Next pitch misses down low, 3-2.
Some high-level trolling right there.
Yeah.
It's nice. Some old-timey trolling.
Yeah, it's an old symbol for the Athletics. 3-2 the count. Ground ball out to short. Up with it, throw to first. Oh, almost threw it away, but a nice play by the first baseman, Quinlan, to reach out and grab the ball as it went by. 2 away. Defensively, the studs are Joe Rogers on the mound. Brady Hinkle is the catcher. Mason Quinlan is at first. Kyle Stash at second. Kyle Bowe at third. Gavin Grant at short. Henry Cheney is in left. Landon Riker is in center. And Tony Henriksen is in right field. 2 away. Here's Bryce Kirk. 0 for 4 last night. Batting left-handed against the left-hander Rogers. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch misses inside. The 1-0 fastball misses away, 2-0. Tapped back to the mound on a high hop. Rogers has it. He tosses to Quinlan, and that'll end the inning. Crabs go 1-2-3 in the first, and at the end of one, we have no score. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. If you're listening on the radio, we got reports last night that aliens were intercepting our broadcast and making weird alien noises over the broadcast. And I don't know if that's happening tonight, but if they are out there, I hope they're rooting for the Crabs. It is possible that aliens intercepted a Crabs broadcast from several years ago. The closest star, Alpha Centauri, is about 4 light years away, so they would have got the 2015 season, and we're probably so excited to hear Crabs baseball that they have now arrived and are disrupting our radio broadcasts, probably not on purpose. That's just my theory. See what we can do. Brendan Hancock to lead it off for the Studs in the top of the second inning. And the first pitch from Butler is a fastball low and away, 1-0. Hancock, left-handed hitter. Last night's game, Hancock was 1 for 5 with an RBI. Here's the pitch. Grounded slowly out to second base. Sauto up with it and throws him out. 1 away. Mason Quinlan will be the hitter. Quinlan 1 for 5 last night. These Studs are a good team. They have won the National Collegiate Championship, I think more than once, definitely once. Here's the pitch. Fastball away, 1-0. And as I mentioned last night, they too are an old franchise. The team began in 1954. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses down low, 2-0. 2-0 fastball misses down low, and it's 3-0. Three-0 pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. Three one. Ball four misses low. First walk of the night issued by Devontae Butler. And with a runner at first, here's Kyle Bowe, the third baseman. 0 for 4 last night. Crabs played well last night except for the 7th inning when the left side of the infield committed 3 errors that led to 5 unearned runs. At that time, at the beginning of the inning, the score was tied at 2. At the end of the inning, it was 7-2, and that's how the game ended. Here's the pitch. Bowe takes a fastball right down the middle for a called strike. Boy, that was, you could hear the pop all the way up here. Butler has a good live fastball. He's really a pleasure to watch pitch, I have to say. He sets, peeks over at first. Here's the 0-1. There's a breaking pitch in there at the knees. 0-2. Go-to pitch. Fastball misses down and away. Quinlan over at first. Modest lead. Butler looks over there. Now he sets. At the belt, and he deals 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Happy trails, Kyle Bowe. 2 away. Did you hear the aliens, Liam?
Yeah, I did. It sounds weird. A lot of odd noises in between the spaces when we're talking, so I'm gonna have to
hear aliens. Huh.
Yeah.
I was saying
I
that they
think you're
probably
right,
intercepted
Benjamin.
one of our broadcasts from 2015 or thereabouts, and we're excited to come and listen to the Crabs. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, if the aliens take over the broadcast, and I have the night off, so
That's true. That's a good point. I'm not sure they understand the subtleties of baseball, though.
yeah. Hey, you can teach them.
0-1 the count. Check swing, and he taps it foul at the plate.
But you sound good on the radio, Benjamin. I just gotta tell you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
I haven't actually listened to you on the radio in a
I've
long
never
time
listened to me on the radio.
since I've been up here for so long.
0-2 the count. Actually, I did hear myself one time. There was a rain out. I was coming in from, I don't know where I was. I was on the 101, and I didn't know the game was rained out. For some reason, I guess I was late. I don't know. But anyway, I turned on the radio, and I heard Hoke and me broadcasting an old game. 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. It freaked me out momentarily. I thought maybe I was in some kind of time warp, or like I had been disassociated with myself, and all sorts of ideas ran through my head. And then I realized it was just a rain out and they were playing an old game. A ball and 2 strikes now, the count to Cheney. Here's the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. 2-2.
I don't really like listening to myself on the radio.
No, most people
to be
don't.
honest.
Actually, I didn't get to read the story the other day, but there was a story on I don't know where I saw it. Maybe on Vox or something. Anyway, it was explaining why people don't like the sound of their own voice. Most people do not like the sound of their own voice.
Yeah, because your
when they hear
voice
it.
sounds different than how you hear it
I think that's probably it.
inside your own head.
1-2 the count. From the set, here's the pitch. Slider misses away, and it gets past the catcher and all the way to the backstop. That'll be I think that's a pass ball.
All right.
So Quinlan in scoring position now with 2 away, and the count's 2-2 to Henry Cheney. Cheney had a hit in 3 trips last night. Wearing Babe Ruth's number 3. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Slider misses away. Well, first base is open. There's 2 outs. I wouldn't give him anything good to hit. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit on the ground on the hole on the left side. Scooped up by Figueredo. Throw to first is in time. Nicely done. That'll end the inning. No runs, no hits. There were no errors. A runner left. And at the end of an inning and a half, we have no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Compass Community Credit Union. If you want a better bank, Compass Community Credit Union is now open in Arcata at 10th and G Streets. They offer free checking with no requirements. You can call them at 707-443-8662 or visit compassccu.org for all your banking needs. They're an equal house lender and a member of the NCUA. Bottom of the second inning. Bacho, Henderson, and Aiden Morris will bat for the Crabs against Mr. Joe, Won't You Be My Neighbor, Rogers. Bacho in last night's game was 3 for 4.
He had a good night.
He did indeed. He takes a fastball low and away. 1-0 the count. Beautiful night, by the way, at the Arcata Ballpark. It was a gorgeous day in Humboldt County. Sun shone all day. Now just a few wispy clouds. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep to left center field. Going back, and it's off the fence. On his way to second is Bacho, and he's in there with a stand-up double. So he continues his hot hitting.
You know, Bacho's wearing number 30.
Yeah, things are all askew tonight. I don't know what's going on.
The aliens, the
aliens, guys in the wrong uniform. Here's Damian Henderson, the right fielder. Henderson was 0 for 2 last night with a couple of walks. He's got Bacho over at second. I've been pronouncing it Bacho. I hope that's what it is. It may be Bacho. We're going to try to get clear on which. And I apologize if that's not the correct pronunciation. The fastball is away. It's 1-0 now to Henderson, batting left-handed against the left-hander Rogers. Rogers sets. And the pitch is swung on and foul-tipped. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, fastball on the outside corner. 1-2. That was a good pitch. From the set, look out at second. Now another, and he deals. Slider away, and it trickles away from the catcher, but no advance by Bacho. Two balls and 2 strikes is the count. And the pitch. Fastball down and in. And the count goes full. From the set, 3-2 pitch. High hopper out to short. Batcho was running on the play. He's going to get thrown out at third. Yikes. That's no good at all.
Not a good base running play there.
That is like the first thing they teach you in Little League, not to do that. Maybe the second thing after, like, what a baseball is.
Probably right.
So Batcho thrown out, 6-5. That hurts. Henderson aboard on the fielder's choice. With one away, here's Aiden Morris. Man, you really can't give up base runners like that. That he was in scoring position, nobody out. Now it's a runner on first, one out. That's a totally different game situation.
Kind of reminds me of, was it the 2017 Crabs that had a lot of base running errors that season?
I think it was that season where they just, they made a lot of knucklehead plays on the bases.
I'm not saying this team is quite.
No, I'm
at
not.
That point
no,
yet,
we're only early in the season, and it was one mistake. But yeah, we did have a team I remember a few years ago that was like that. 0-1 now the count to Morris. They were infuriating to watch. Fastball in the outside corner, 0-2.
Oh, that was a bit outside. Crowd's giving Brandon Coburn a bit of flack.
It's a fairly generous strike zone, looks to me. 0-2 the count. 0-2. Here's the pitch. In the air to left field, but coming in on it and making a sliding, diving catch is the left fielder,
they're going to have the
Cheney,
runner
and they're going to have
doubled
the
off.
runner doubled off. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Really? Henderson was 3/4 of the way to second on that ball.
He realized way too late that he had to go back to first.
So the Crabs run themselves out of the second inning in really stunning fashion. And no runs. There was a hit. There were no defensive errors. But there were nobody left. And at the end of 2 innings of play, it's no score. This is baffling Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the third inning. I have to say, Liam, I'm just really still baffled over what happened last inning.
Yeah, that was ill-advised. A few ill-advised base running mistakes by the Crabs.
All right, well, Devontae Butler out for his third inning of work. No score. It'll be the Hinkle, Henriksen, and we'll go back to the top of the order with Gavin Grant for the Studs. Hinkle is the guy who always has a lollipop in his mouth, and the Crabs fans have quickly picked up on that and have hassled him about it mercilessly.
I wonder what flavor lollipop it is.
He was 2 for 2 last night, though, so whatever. It's working out for him.
Is it a cherry lollipop? Is it?
And he hits that one high in the air to left field. Going back is Nell, and he has it for out number 1. I think it's probably the grape one myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with grape. I don't know why. It just seems like a grape kind of guy to me from up here, having never met him or.
What makes a grape kind of guy? Benjamin?
I don't know. It just he just gives off a grape vibe. I don't know. Here's Tony Henriksen. Henriksen was the DH in last night's game. He was 0 for 4. He's the right fielder in tonight's game, and he takes a breaking pitch low and away, 1-0. Studs, no runs, no hits. Crabs have 1 hit. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there at the knees for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1. Slider on the outside corner. Good pitch. 1-2.
Brandon Coburn has a very generous strike zone
Yeah,
tonight.
he does. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I like it. Rather an umpire have a big strike zone than a small one.
1-2 swung on and missed it. It bounces all the way to the
no.
backstop. Morris couldn't find it, and the runner's going to be safe at first.
Strike 3 wild pitch.
Yikes. Wild pitch. Yikes. So that should have been a second out. Instead, just run at first and 1 out. And here's Gavin Grant. Grant grounded to third in his first at bat. That was a wild pitch. I mean, it was a good pitch. It broke a ton, but very difficult for Morris to handle it, and then he just couldn't find it. Fastball misses inside, 1-0, because it leapt off home plate and ended up all the way over to the right side of the backstop.
It was effectively wild, but it was too effectively wild.
Yeah. Runner takes his lead. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. And it's 1-1 now to Grant. Runner goes. The 1-1 is outside. The throw down to second is into center field. He's going to go all the way to third on the throwing error by Aiden Morris.
Well, hate to say it, but here we go again.
Yeah. Yep.
It's an error. Stolen base error.
So a strikeout wild pitch, stolen base error, puts a runner at third with 1 out and the 2-1 count now to Grant. And he hits it in the air to center field. That will probably score the run. Under it is Cleary. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. And it's going to be closer than I thought, but he still slides in safely to give the Studs a 1-0 lead. Nice throw by Riley Cleary to make it a close play, but the Studs lead 1-0. And yet another unearned run.
Bad fielding contributed directly to that run.
Yep.
Other than the very good throw from Riley Cleary.
Yep.
To almost get the runner at home.
All right. So sacrifice fly for Grant. And he takes a fastball away, does Kyle Strash. Grounded to first unassisted in his first at bat. Next pitch misses low and inside. 2-0.
Not often you see a team with 1 run and no hits.
Well, they got 500 runs last night. Fastball away, and as you said last night, you can't blow runs on the bases and you can't blow runs on the field.
Yeah.
And beat a team like the Studs. They're just too good. You can get away with that, against a weaker team like Reading. But ball 4, Strash walks. And the Crabs issued a lot of walks in that Reading series, right? And I don't know how the defense. I guess the defense was okay, but
there were a lot of hit by pitches. I noticed. I wasn't there, but I was looking at the scoring and showed a lot of hit by pitches in that series.
Somebody else mentioned that as well. I heard talking about it.
I was hoping there wasn't a altercation of some kind with all the batters being hit, but I don't think there was.
I don't think there was. No. Throw to first. The runner's back safely.
Never know with those rivals. Things can happen.
Oh, yeah. Here's Landon Riker, and the pitch is a fastball on the outside corner taken for a strike. Riker struck out swinging in his first at bat. 1-0 Studs. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled high in the air down the right field line. It's going to drift into the picnic area. Oh, and 2. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that one gets away from Morris, and the runner's going to go to first, but he does throw there in time to get him. So it's a strikeout, 2-3 put out in the inning. No run. There was a run. There were no hits. There was an error, and a runner left. And at the end of 2.5, it's 1-0 in favor of the Studs. This is frustrating Crabs baseball. 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Solutions for Small Businesses, providing bookkeeping and accounting support for small business owners, including full-service professional payroll processing. They're located at 8th and N in Arcata. For more information, call 267-7923 or visit www.solutions4sb.com. Kyle Nell leads off the bottom of the third with the Crabs trailing 1-0. Fastball catches the outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. Nell came in as a replacement for Ubaldo Lopez. Do we get an update on Ubaldo Lopez by any chance?
We did not.
He hurt himself running to first base last night.
Try to get one tomorrow.
And he was helped off the field. There's a swing and a miss for Nell. And then we haven't heard if he was mostly he was walking with assistants basically to get off the field. So we're all hoping it was not a serious injury. There's called strike 3 to Nell at the knees. 1 away. And Nell came in as his replacement. Here's Carasosa. Oh for 3 last night. Rogers rocks and deals, and there's a high fly bound on the right field line, drifting into foul territory. It's going to drop in fair territory for a base hit. Carasosa is aboard. Riley Cleary will be the batter. Cleary did not play in last night's game. Went out, Carasosa over at first. Here's the pitch, and he shows bunt and takes it right down the middle for a called strike. Runner takes his lead. Rogers looks over there and comes home with that breaking pitch that misses high. He's got a good curve.
Really does. Mixes his pitches well, it seems like.
Mm-hmm. Mostly the fastball, but he does toss in that curve. 1-1 the count. There's a fastball down low. Coco Figueredo on deck. And the pitch fouled up against the backstop. Two balls, two strikes to count. Carasosa with a short lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the breaking pitch. Cleary's gone. 2 away. Coco Figueredo will be the batter. Figueredo struck out in the first inning. Runner goes. The pitch is a fastball away. The throw down to second is in time, and he's a dead duck. Perfect throw by Brady Hinkle. Nicely done. And that's it for the Carasosa and the Crabs. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and nobody left. And at the end of 3, 1-0 Studs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 4th inning, and here he is, Liam Warner, to bring you all the action.
Thank you, Benjamin. Top of the 4th inning, the Seattle Studs lead the Humble Crabs 1-0. Be Brennan Hancock, Mason Quinlan, and Kyle Bowe due up for the Studs.
Hancock homered last night, didn't he?
He did. Cox steps in against Devontae Butler.
Last night it was rather breezy at the ballpark. Tonight, rather calm.
No wind at all. First pitch to Hancock is outside, and it's 1-0. One-0 pitch is swung on and lined up the middle. Shortstop Carasosa over to get it. Throw to first, 1 away.
Boy, that had a lot of slice on it.
Really
It
did.
looked like it hit it right off the edge of the ball, and it curved right around Devontae Butler. That was like cute out there.
Just missed him. A lot of spin on that ball. That'll bring up Mason Quinlan. 1 away, nobody on. Studs 1 run on no hits. First pitch to Quinlan is swung on and fly ball in the right field. The right fielder going back, and Damian Henderson will make the catch. 2 away. Looked like a bit of an adventure out there in right field. Getting
No, it looks like he kind of lost step a little bit.
Got it. That'll bring up Kyle Bowe. First pitch to Kyle Bowe is in there for called strike, and it's 0-1. There are no hits on the scoreboard for the Studs, and Devontae Butler could still get the loss as the pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-1 if things stay the same.
Well, he got burned last Sunday, right? He pitched great. And I think he got a no decision, but
1-1 is swung on and popped up on the right side of the infield. Bryce Kirk on the infield dirt will make the catch, and that will end the inning. Studs go 1-2-3 here in the top of the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Score is 1-0 Seattle. This is Humboldt Crabs baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark, bottom of the fourth inning. We already have a new pitcher on the mound for the Seattle Studs. His name is Michael Warnick, number 30, right-hander. And Joe Rogers exited only throwing 3 innings and only throwing 37 pitches. 2 hits, no runs allowed, 3 strikeouts. Benjamin, I wonder if he was injured or he was on
he was fine coming off the mound.
Low pitch count.
You were saying earlier maybe he's what they call what do they call that
now?
An
opener.
An opener.
Yeah, I mean, Major League Baseball teams nowadays
Isn't that Tampa Bay likes doing that?
Yeah, Tampa Bay did it. The Giants did it once this season.
Might as well try it, right?
It did not work out so good.
Give it a shot. What the heck?
I think we put Nick Vincent out there to pitch 1 inning to start the game, and it did not go well.
Really?
You know the Giants, how they've struggled in the first inning, and their solution was, well, maybe we'll try the opener. Did not work out so well for them.
Yeah.
But it's worked out pretty well for the Seattle Studs so far tonight as they lead this game 1-0. Michael Warnick will face Coco Figueredo, Dom Sauto, and Bryce Kirk here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
The Giants
are
down 7-2 in the ninth.
Yeah, it's bad. You know what? The fact that we're not getting swept by the Dodgers is pretty good for us. I'll take it.
Really? Yeah, really. We'll take it.
My standards are very low this season. The bar is low. Coco Figueredo will step in for the Crabs. And he's coming into this game hitting .292. 5 RBIs, 7 hits so far for the Crabs. First pitch to Figueredo is up high, and it's 1-0. Figueredo coming in also with a .414 on base percentage. Works a lot of walks. 1-0 to Figueredo was swung on and fouled off down the left field line. It's 1-1. Coco's worked 5 walks this year so far. I think he led the team in walks.
I believe you're correct about that.
Very patient hitter at the plate. 1-1 is just outside, and it's 2-1. Has a very good idea of the strike zone. Dare I say, he probably knows the strike zone better than most umpires. 2-1 pitch to Figueredo is low, and it's 3-1. 3-1 to Figueredo is just low, and it's ball 4.
All right.
Like I said, very patient. He works his 6th walk of the season
Wow.
to now lead the team.
Only 5 games.
Yeah. That'll bring up Dom Sauto, who's wearing Dylan Campbell's jersey. We assume that's Dom Sauto wearing Dylan Campbell's jersey.
Well, they haven't changed it. They haven't changed the lineup display that they have out behind home plate. So I would have thought if it were a replacement, they would have changed that by now.
Whoever's in the box does not hit like a pitcher. So first pitch to him is there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
No, I'm betting that he forgot his uniform.
Unless I'm not giving Dylan Campbell enough credit. But it looks like a position player that's in the box for the Crabs. 0-1 pitch is inside, and it's 1-1. Dom Sauto, 3 for 11 coming into this game. 1-1 pitch, runner goes, and that's popped up down the right field line. Right fielder racing over, and that's going to be out of play. That's 1-2. Scoreboard says 1-1, but I believe it's 1-2. 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Dom Sauto, or maybe Dylan Campbell, is high and outside, and it's 2-2. You never know.
We don't know. We really don't. We really don't know. But I think your point about it, someone who doesn't look like he hits like a pitcher, is a good one. That's probably evidence that it's Dom Sauto.
2-2 pitch. A Sauto is a ground ball to the shortstop. He's going to pick it up and throw to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. As Sauto will reach on the fielder's choice, and there's 1 away.
Hit too slowly for the double play. Plus, the throw to second was in the dirt.
That'll bring up Bryce Kirk. 1 out, and he's been the most outstanding hitter for this Crabs team so far. He's coming into this game hitting .391 with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. First pitch to Kirk is an outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
This would be a good spot for you to get to call your first home run of the season.
Oh, man. Been waiting. You've had all the glory so far, Benjamin.
I know. Well.
0-1 pitch is in the dirt. The throw over to first, and it gets past the first baseman. And Dom Sauto is going to head to second on the throwing error by,
Hinkle.
Let's see, Brady Hinkle. Well, at least it's the other team now making the fielding errors.
Yeah, we'll take it. Let's see if we can cash this guy in now.
Runner in scoring position now with 1 away for Bryce Kirk, and he's the one who can drive him in.
So far with these Crabs, anything could happen. He could get picked off. He could fall down heading to third.
1-1 pitch is a called strike, and it's 1-2. Looked a bit outside, but umpire calls it a strike anyway. Bryce Kirk hitting .429 with runners in scoring position. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. He gets away from the catcher. He'll throw to first from the second out. Strikeout, put out 2-3. That'll bring up Dawson Bacho, or Bacho.
He's wearing Morgan's uniform.
Yeah.
So
Brad
maybe
Morgan's
a couple
uniform?
guys forgot their uniforms today.
Huh.
Or, you know what it could be? Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, it could be this. Those uniforms are new. Those tops are new.
First pitch to Bachos up high 1-0.
And it may be that they didn't get enough made for everybody, and
Yeah,
so two
I
guys
bet
didn't
you're
have
right.
one, because these are not tops I've ever seen and hope never see it again,
No,
by the way. But
Brand new uniforms, not to Benjamin's liking.
I think maybe.
Pitcher steps off and looks at second. Runner is back.
Red camouflage. What kind of sense does that make?
I don't know. I'm on the fence. 1-0 pitch is inside, and the count goes to 2-0. Two-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you think they're not so bad, huh? You think they're not so bad, huh? Maybe I should reconsider.
I don't hate them, but I don't love them. The
I see.
2-1 pitch is swung on and fouled off onto F Street, and it's 2-2. I mean,
You're on the fence, like you
I'm
said.
on the fence, yeah. They're not my favorite. They're not as bad as the uniforms that the Padres sometimes wear.
No.
That are like brown and yellow. Those are bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
but
Padres have had some cool uniforms over the years, too, I thought. I like those bright yellow caps they had for a while. They're
2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike three. And that'll be the third out as the Crabs cannot score here in the bottom of the fourth. We'll head to the top of the fifth inning. It is 1-0 Seattle Studs. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. C&K Johnson Industries is a full-service manufacturing firm specializing in structural steel fabrication and concrete. Our work is found in scores of bridges and civil engineering projects all over the U.S. and Canada, all from Arcata office. Proud supporters of Crabs baseball. Go Crabs, go. Top of the fifth inning, Devontae Butler on the mound pitching a great game so far. And he will face Henry Chaney to lead off the fifth inning. I don't want to jinx anything, but that hit column is looking mighty empty. First pitch to Henry Chaney is inside, and it's 1-0.
Hoke and I used to have this argument every season about whether the announcers were supposed to say anything. And Hoke, of course,
1-0 pitch is swung on and hit hard, but foul.
Being the ultra-rational-minded, non-superstitious fellow that he is, thought it was fine. Whereas, in my mind, baseball diamond is a magic place and all sorts of crazy stuff happens.
I agree with you.
And
I
so
feel
you
like
don't say anything.
It should not be mentioned.
Yeah, and so I don't know if, I think this is before you started hanging around the ballpark. One year,
The 1-1 is outside, 2-1.
Crab's pitcher was in the ninth inning, and Hoke I'd been ribbing him about it, right? And he finally, just to get me.
As the pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 2-2.
He says, the Crabs pitcher, I forget who it was, is pitching a no-hitter. The very next pitch, the batter hits a single up the middle.
The 2-2 is low and outside, and the count goes to 3-2.
The very next pitch, single right up the middle. Yep.
I'm very superstitious, So I feel like you should not say it. The 3-2 is in there for a called strike 3, and that pitch was filthy.
That was.
From Devontae Butler. Ooh, boy. Froze him. Oh, man. Henry Chaney's going to need to go get a hot cocoa because he was just frozen at the plate.
That's right.
Very cold.
Yep, that was cold.
Oh, man. No, but, yeah, I feel like you can dance around
Yeah,
the
you can
issue.
you can imply it.
You can dance around the issue, but
Right.
you should not say it.
You can
As,
imply it, yes. Like you said, the hit column is looking mighty.
Hinkle fouls it off,
you know,
0-1.
empty. See, that's a way of implying without
Yeah.
literally saying it. It's the words themselves that have the effect.
Exactly. That's right. Glad we're on the same page there. One pitch upcoming to Hinkle is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2, and Devontae Butler's looking good. Just got the alert that the Giants have lost 7-2 to the bad boys from down south. 0-2 is way up high and inside, and it's 1-2. Yeah, I figured the Dodgers were probably going to win at least one.
They don't win very. They don't lose very often. Those
No,
Dodgers.
they did not. 1-2 pitch to Brady Hinkle is swung on and
that
missed
was
strike
nasty,
3.
too.
And he went way out of the zone to try to get that one. And
Man.
he was not successful.
Devontae Butler, really impressive.
Boy,
Really impressive.
filthy. Studs hitters are not seeing him very well. He just needs some run support. It's like Matt Cain out there. He's getting caned. It became a term because Matt Cain pitched so many great games for the Giants and not get any run support. Hopefully that's not the case for Devontae Butler this season.
5 strikeouts in the game now for him. And just like on Sunday, he seems to get better as the game progresses.
First pitch to Tony Henriksen is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Not that he wasn't pitching great earlier, but he just seems to be more unhittable as the game gets later.
Reminds me of Clayton Kershaw when Clayton Kershaw is at his best.
Mm-hmm.
The 0-1 to Henriksen is swung on, and it's a high fly ball into left field. Left fielder going over, and it'll be foul into the play area, and it's 0-2. I filled out my all-star ballot today.
Oh, I got to do that.
Yeah. I can maybe give everyone my selections when
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
I'd be
some
curious.
time to kill.
Yeah, I'd like to hear them.
I did not put any Dodgers in my
Oh, come
All-star
on.
lineup, though.
How can you not
I
put
can't do that.
the kid?
I'm sorry, I can't do that. It's low and outside, 1-2. I just
mean,
can't. I'm sure there are many Dodger fans out there who would never put a Giant player
Well,
in their all-star lineup,
yeah,
no
but
matter
if a Giants player was slugging over 700 this late in the season and had,
what. Sorry, I just can't do it.
they'd be wrong not to.
1-2 to Henriksen is outside, 2-2, and Henriksen thought about swinging at that. He was tempted.
I'm going to do mine right now.
Do it. I want to hear your selection.
I mean, I'm putting Cody Bellinger. I'm sorry.
Well, of course. I totally respect that because he's been the best hitter in the whole major leagues. I just cannot morally do that. The 2-2 pitch is low and outside. And it's 3-2. Check to first on if he swung, and that's not the case.
Oh, here it is.
Count goes
Cast
to
your ballot.
3-2.
I never watched the All-Star game anyway either.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
Find it not very
ever
interesting.
since
but
I started working for the Crabs, I can't because we always have a game during the All-Star game. But I used to be able to watch it. The 3-2 pitch to Henriksen's outside, ball 4.
It's hard for me to watch it because it doesn't count.
Yeah.
And they don't play it like a real game. I don't know. I mean,
Well, it used to count, but that was the problem.
That's
'cause
right, yeah.
whichever league won the All-Star game got to have home field advantage in the World Series, and a lot of people are not happy about that.
well, in the American League, I'm definitely not choosing Chris Davis for first base. I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah. Well, which Chris Davis?
Baltimore's Chris Davis.
Yeah, you got to specify. I'll bring up Gavin Grant with the run first and 2 out. Definitely picked Christian Yelich.
Definitely.
He's been outstanding.
Yeah.
We can agree on that. First pitch to Gavin Grant is low, and it's 1-0.
I think you got to go with Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Yeah.
He's been good.
Or Santana.
That is all good choices. I chose Josh Fegley of the Oakland A's for the American League catcher.
I like
he's
the
been
A's.
Very good. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, 1-1.
And I do like to vote for the A's or the Giants if I can.
Yeah. To be fair though, I didn't pick any Dodgers, but I also did not pick any Giants because there is nobody on the Giants that I feel deserves to be in the All-Star game.
Yeah, that's a good point. No.
If that makes anyone feel better.
It makes me feel a lot better.
The 1-1 pitch is low and outside, 2-1. I mean, yeah, there's nobody. I'm not sure, but I think there is a rule that I think one player from each team has to be in the All-Star game.
There is, yeah.
So they have to pick somebody from the Giants. I'm not sure who.
It'll probably be Buster. He just won't be able to play.
Yeah. 2-1. Runner goes, and it's low, and he's going to steal it easily as Aiden Morris cannot find the handle on the ball.
Well, it's between Rizzo, I think, and Muncy in the National League. Oh, and Hoskins, actually. Rizzo and Hoskins in the National League.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Rizzo.
Once you're on the call in the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning, I'll let everyone know my picks.
Okay, so that's my first base choice.
3-1 to Gavin Grant is outside, ball 4, and there's going to be runners at first and second with 2 out. That'll bring up Kyle Strash.
Strash, 0 for 1.
And Eric Giacone is going to come out to the mound. And
yeah, all of a sudden he's wild. I was saying how unhittable he was. Maybe I jinxed him.
Yeah, you might be right. Well, Devontae Butler was certainly effectively wild. But now he's just gone wild.
No, that's a good point. He was, yeah.
So, meeting on the mound. Who are you picking, Benjamin, on your Major League Baseball All-Star ballot?
So, first base, I have Encarnacion and Rizzo. Second base, I'm tempted to go with Altuve just because he's such a great player.
He is.
And he may not be he doesn't have the best numbers of anybody this season, but I'm still going to go with Altuve for the American League.
First pitch to Kyle Strash is swung on and grounded to the shortstop, Carasoza. He'll flip to second for the 3rd out. Studs fail to score here in the top of the 5th. The score is still 1-0 Seattle. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. At Slice of Humboldt Pie, everything is made in-house and fresh. Dessert pies, deep-fried apple empanadas that are sold at the ballpark. Fresh lemonade and salads. Meat or vegetarian, as well as gluten-free hand pies. Slice of Humboldt Pie is located just off the Arcata Plaza at 828 I Street. Try the Slice of Humboldt Pie app and get 10% off your first order. Get the app.
So second base, I went with Altuve in the American League and Moustakas in the National League.
Solid choice. Moustakas has had a very good season.
Yeah, 924 OPS.
Damian Henderson will lead it off for the Crabs here in the bottom of the 5th. The score is still 1-0 Seattle Studs. Like I mentioned previously, the hit column for the Studs is looking pretty empty. First pitch to Damian Henderson is swung on and hit right to the first baseman. He's going to glove it and step on first for the first out. Mason Quinlan with a nice play.
Well, the Crabs have 2 hits.
I mentioned that the studs
for the studs, it's an empty
have
column.
an empty hit column. I'll bring up Aiden Morris.
American League. Bregman's having a great season, but I'm going to go with Chapman at third base.
That's who I went with. I went with Alex Bregman.
Great defense, Chapman. Unbelievable
Oh,
defense.
yeah, he's
If you put it both
Gold
together.
Glove.
Yeah.
First pitch to Aiden Morris is inside 1-0. I believe Matt Chapman got the platinum glove for the American League last season,
Yeah.
which was the best overall fielder.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch is low, and it's 2-0. I feel like the A's have what it takes to
A's are a good team.
make a run at least a wild card spot.
And I'm going to go with Chris Bryant at third base for the National League.
Solid choice. Cubs have a lot of good players. 2-0 pitch to Morris is a slow ground ball to the shortstop. He's going to pick it up. Strong throw to first. 2 away.
That's 2 batters in a row that have just pounded the ball into the ground in front of home plate.
Yeah, Michael Warnick is getting them to hit the ball on the ground.
Yeah. He's pitching well. Lights just coming on now at the ballpark.
This game is going by very quickly.
Yeah, it is.
The game last night ended before 10 p.m., and this game is on pace to do that as well. Maybe 9:30. Kyle Nell will step in.
Boy, shortstop's a tough pick in the American League.
First pitch to Nell is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
You got Bogarts, Correa, Galvis.
I picked a player on the Twins.
Lindor.
Not to give it away just yet.
Yeah, well, Polanco's the obvious choice. That's for
Hey,
sure.
don't give it away.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I will reveal my picks.
I'm
later
gonna
on in the
agree with you
broadcast.
on that one. And in the National League, not really impressed with anybody.
Who did I pick? Oh, yeah.
Oh, obvious.
Swing and a miss. Kyle Nell, and that's 1-2.
I'm going to go with Javier Baez of the Cubs. So
Good choice, Benjamin.
2 Cubs for me, and I'm not really a Cubs fan.
1-2 pitch to Kyle Nell is in the dirt. And it's 2-2.
Catcher, I'm going to go with you on that one as well.
Oh,
And go with Fegley,
very nice.
American League.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for the Crabs here in the bottom of the 5th. Warnick sets the pitch, and it's swung on and missed strike 3. And the Crabs go very quickly here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Score is still 1-0 Seattle Studs. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Looking for a good realtor? Call Claire Patton with Forbes and Associates. Sarah Corliss in Trinidad will help you hit a home run. Check out HumboldtCountyRealEstate.com for more information. Located at 343 Main Street, Suite 814 in Trinidad. That phone number is 707-496-0259. Go Crabs, go! Indeed. top of the 6th inning, Devontae Butler, who's pitched very well in this game so far, will face Landon Riker to lead it off.
Yeah, another brilliant outing by Devontae Butler.
Seriously.
There is some action.
Is in there for a called strike to Riker, 0-1.
There's some action out in the Crabs bullpen now. There's a right-hander warming out there.
See, Devontae Butler is at 73 pitches. The 1 pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-1. Very economical so far.
So in the American League All-Star game, I'm going to go with Mookie Betts. How can you not pick Mookie Betts?
Mookie Betts. I did not pick him, but that's a very solid choice.
I mean,
as that ball is hit high into left field, the left fielder going back, and he will make the catch for the first out. Kyle Nell went all the way back to the warning track, and I think he was fighting the sun.
I think he was too.
A little bit, and he made that catch right on the track.
Nice
play.
Running catch. Very nice. So I went with Mookie Betts just on the basis of last season. Michael Brantley, you got to pick him. And Joey Gallo, come on.
Joey Gallo, very good.
Not a big Rangers fan, but
Brendan Hancock stepping in as that pitch is outside, 1-0. I picked a Texas Ranger for the DH position.
I mean, I'd go with Aaron Judge, but he's not. He's out, right?
Yeah, he hasn't played very much.
I think is he out now? Is he
is
still out?
I think so, as the pitch is in there for a called strike to Hancock, 1-1. Aaron Judge,
Oh, what about George Springer? Man, you got to pick George Springer.
George Springer, also a solid choice.
Well,
the 1-1 pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. The American League outfielder choice is a tough one.
I'm going to pick Springer instead of Brantley. I'm sorry to Michael Brantley if he's listening.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Oh, of course, obviously.
2-1 pitch is popped up into shallow left field. Kyle Nell will come in and make the catch for the second out.
And another one, most obvious one of all that I missed entirely is Mike Trout. There's no way you can't pick Mike Trout.
Yeah, Mike Trout.
I mean, probably the best player
Signed
since Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays.
Massive contract with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
So you got to pick Trout.
Mason Quinlan will step in against Devontae Butler. 2 down, nobody on. The first pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Another filthy pitch from Devontae Butler. The 0-1 is grounded to the shortstop Carasoza. He ranges to his right, and he cannot pick it up with his glove.
No.
And that's going to be an error on Daniel Carasoza, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
That's an error.
He tried to scoop the ball with his glove and just couldn't quite do it.
If you Google error, that play is going to come up.
That's in the
That's an error.
dictionary under error.
That's an error. Yep.
Oh, well, Kyle Bowe will step in.
He just took his eye off it. He had it, and he just dropped it, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the ball. That's what they teach you. First pitch to Bowe is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. That was the Crabs' third error of the game. Matches their total from last night. 0-1 to Bowe is swung on, and it's a fly ball out to left center field. Center fielder Cleary will make the catch, and that will end the inning.
So the error was harmless.
Yes, of course. Seattle does not get any runs here in the top of the 6th as we head to the bottom of the 6th with Seattle leading this game 1-0. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Harper Motors donated $1,100 to District 26 Little League last summer thanks to 22 home runs by the Crabs. For every home run the Crabs hit, Harper Motors will donate $50 to help local Little League programs. Come visit Harper Motors. Look for the carousel 2 miles north of Eureka. Go Crabs, go. Daniel Carasoza will look to atone for his error in the top half of the 6th inning.
Well,
She
it
leads
ended
it
up being
off. It was harmless, though.
harmless, so that's good.
That means he'll atone for it by pretty much doing anything. He steps in against Michael Warnick.
I am not a robot.
First
And-
pitch from Warnick is low and inside as Carasoza showed bunt and pulled back.
I have officially voted in the All-Star game.
Awesome. You can vote up to 5 times. Do you know that?
Yeah, I don't.
You don't do that. You
I
just
might
once.
vote again.
1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Looked like that was a wee bit inside.
Yeah, yeah. Since it almost hit him.
1-1 to Carasoza is swung on
Ooh.
and fouled off at the plate, and
Off
that
his foot.
hit his foot. And he's
And that hurts.
jumping around a little bit.
That is extremely painful.
Got to walk it off. That is extremely painful. Just walking around behind the plate, just trying to shake it off. Looks like he'll be able to continue his at-bat, but a little dinged up.
I bet these guys are so bruised up by the time the season's over.
Oh, man. Well, especially if you're a catcher.
Yeah.
But anybody, for sure.
It does make you realize what an accomplishment Ripken's record was.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
man,
Well, baseball,
just you watch a couple games and you just see how beat up they get over the course of 1 or 2 games.
unlike football or basketball, baseball is a game that is played mostly every day.
Mm-hmm.
The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt. Strike 3.
Got him to chase a pitch down and away.
A lot of other sports you play once a week or
Yeah.
every other day.
Yeah.
But baseball, you're playing 3-4 games in a row at a time. Sometimes you're playing 7 or 8 games in a row.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Riley Cleary will step in for the Crabs with 1 away.
Did this guy come in the 4th inning?
Yes.
So he now has 1, 2. That's his 3rd strikeout.
Relieved Joe Rogers, who only pitched 3 innings. His first pitch to Cleary is in the dirt, 1-0.
Cleary struck out in his last at bat, but that was against Rogers.
One-0 pitch to Cleary is swung on and lined foul.
No, here he is in the
1-1.
ballpark. Krusty Krab.
He's here. The party can start.
A calmer Krusty than we saw last night. More
Huh.
of a return to Krusty's usual demeanor. Last night,
Krusty last night was a bit
I don't
wild.
know. Krusty was running around in circle. I don't know.
1-1 pitch to Cleary is swung on in a shallow fly ball in the right field. The right fielder coming over, and it's going to fall foul.
If Krusty were a cat, I would have thought he got into the catnip last night.
Yeah, he's
Tonight, much
a bit
more,
more subdued
our
tonight.
usual Krusty. Waving those claws in a sort of a menacing, I can't tell if it's menacing or waving, but fashion. I'm assuming waving.
Yeah. Krusty's a friendly crab. 1-2 count on Riley Cleary. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2 pitch is way in the dirt. It didn't even reach home plate. And count goes to
Hinkle
2
had
and
no
2.
idea where the ball went. He was looking up and around. I'm
That
not sure what he was thinking. He was looking up to see if
bounced well in front of the plate. It went 55 feet,
yeah.
not the full 60. 2-2 count to Riley Cleary. Crabs look to get something going. The tandem of Joe Rogers and Michael Warnick has pitched very well so far. 2-2 pitch, swung on and popped up in right field. The right fielder, Henriksen, will make the catch. 2 away.
They have not pitched quite as well, however, as Devontae Butler.
Oh, yeah. Although, unfortunately,
He trails 1-0.
yeah. Baseball can be a cruel game sometimes.
Yes, it can.
Coco Figueredo will step in. First pitch to Figueredo is outside, and it's 1-0. Usually, when we're in the bottom of the 6th inning, it is not this light out. Usually, the 7th inning stretch is not done
Well, we're
in daylight. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1.
rapidly approaching the longest day of the year.
That is true. This game has gone by very quickly. Almost an hour and a half long.
We're not really rapidly approaching it. We're approaching it at the same pace we always approach it, but it seems to be rapid, yes.
1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1. Summer always goes by fast.
Yeah, it does.
Two 2-1 to Coco Figueredo is fouled back to the screen. It's 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 Seattle. Two-two pitch from Warnick is in the dirt. It's 3-2. I think Michael Warnick's been a bit effectively wild as well for the Studs.
Crabs haven't had a hit since the 3rd inning.
The 1-0 pitch is swung on and grounded foul down the first base line. Count will stay 3-2.
Crabs are in danger of falling to 2-5 to start the season, and I think that is the slowest start that I've ever seen a Crabs team get off to.
Yeah, it's rough. Certainly the slowest I've ever seen. 3-2 pitch is up high, ball 4. Coco Figueredo works another walk, as he always does.
Second time tonight.
2 away, runner on first, and that'll bring up Dom Sauto or maybe Dylan Campbell's. He's still wearing Dylan Campbell's jersey.
I think it's Dom Sauto posing as Dylan Campbell for some reason that we haven't, we may not know about.
Don't want to speculate. As you said, Benjamin, these are new uniforms. Might not have enough for all the players. First pitch to Sauto is in there for a called strike, 0-1.
When I was a kid, we had a shag carpet in our house that looked similar to those uniforms.
Oh, man. Shots fired. 0-1 pitch, runner goes. It's in the dirt. Throw over to second. And Figueredo is going to have that base stolen.
Unfortunately for Hinkle, he threw on the wrong side of the bag. If he'd thrown that on the second base side of the bag, that would have been a caught stealing.
Yeah.
But he threw it on the shortstop side.
Figueredo now in scoring position. The Crabs are in a good position to tie this game up. Or possibly go ahead. 1-1. Sauto is inside, and it's 2-1. 2-1 is a slow ground ball to the second baseman. He's going to pick it up and throw to first.
He chased that pitch. That was outside.
To end the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Crabs don't get any runs as we head to the top of the 7th. Scores 1-0 Seattle. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Did you know, Benjamin, that you can follow the Crabs on Game Changer? It's a great app.
It is great.
Whether you're at home, on the go, or at the ballpark, follow every Crabs game with live pitch-by-pitch tracking, live scoring, and season stats for every player.
Yeah.
Download the Game Changer app on your mobile device or visit HumboldtCrabs.com and click on the scoreboard at the top of the screen. And now, to call the rest of the game for you, everybody's favorite professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Liam. Top of the 7th inning, it'll be the bottom of the order for the studs, Cheney, Hinkle, and Henriksen.
And I'll give everyone my all-star selections.
Just going to suggest you do that, yes.
Momentarily.
Henry Cheney 0 for 2 tonight. 1 run, no hits, 1 error for the studs. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors for the Crabs. And the first pitch is popped high in the air on the left side. In the foul territory is Figueredo. He's under it, and he has it for out number 1. One pitch, 1 out in the 7th.
So, at first base in the American League, I picked Edwin Encarnacion.
Yep. Good.
And in the National League, I picked, for first base, Josh Bell.
He's having a great season.
Pittsburgh Pirates, who's having a fantastic season.
Here's Brady Hinkle, the catcher. He's 0 for 2. Line to left and struck out.
At second base in the American League, I picked DJ LeMahieu.
Yep, good choice. And the next pitch from Butler is swung on and missed. Slider. 0-2 the count.
In the National League at second base, I picked Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks, who I think is
having another good season, yeah.
very underrated.
Another guy having a good season. 0-2 pitch. Tapped foul over towards the Crabs' dugout.
Third base in the American League, I picked Alex Bregman.
Yep.
And for the National League, I picked Nolan Arenado at third base because
he's a great
amazing
third baseman, yeah. 0-2 pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Happy trails. Brady Hinkle. 2 away.
Man, going to need to get a space heater in the dugout because there's been a lot of frozen hitters.
Yep.
Boy. Shortstop in the All-Star game for the American League, I picked Jorge Polanco of the Minnesota Twins.
Well, somebody from Minnesota has to go because, I mean, they're blowing everybody away.
In the National League, at shortstop, I picked Javi Baez of the Chicago Cubs.
I think I picked Baez, too. Here's Henriksen. Scored the only run of the game. Swing and a miss at the slider away. And Butler really has that slider working.
My outfield picks for the American League are Max Kepler, Austin Meadows. Austin Meadows is leading the American League in hitting.
Is he?
By the way. And Mike Trout.
Yeah. No doubt about that one. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Oh, he took something off, and that's in there at the knees for
filthy.
Called strike 2. Man.
This is just fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
give my.
I just can't say enough good things about Butler's
Yeah.
pitching. He is just awesome.
Oh, amazing.
0-2 to Henriksen. Here's the pitch. And he reaches out and lines that one foul over the first base bag and down the line.
My all-star picks for the National League outfield are David Dahl of the Colorado Rockies, David Peralta, two Davids, of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and, of course, Christian Yelich
Yeah, well, Yelich.
of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Obvious, yeah. All right, good job. Nice balance of the old and the new there.
Still have a couple more picks to
0-2
go.
the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the slider.
Oh, man.
Inning over. 1-2-3. Go the Studs in the 7th. They lead 1-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, 7th inning stretch at the Arcata Ballpark. No band tonight. It's a canned 7th inning stretch. New pitcher on the mound for the Studs. It's right-hander Jared Wilson on in relief of Michael Warnick, who pitched great. Third pitcher of the night for the Studs. For the Crabs, it'll be Kirk, Batcho, and Henderson.
Still have a few more picks to go, my all-star selections.
You don't have a catcher yet, is that right?
I have yet to pick my catcher. The American League, I picked Josh Fegley
Yep.
of the Oakland A's, who's having a phenomenal season. And then for the National League catcher, I picked Wilson Contreras of the Chicago Cubs. And then my designated hitter pick, only for the American League, was none other than Hunter Pence, who's having a phenomenal season.
I think that's a good point. I picked Pence, too.
After not doing so well for the Giants in his last season with them.
Well, he was hurt, and
Yeah, he was. I'm happy for him. I'm really happy he's doing well.
It's too
but
bad
I wish he was doing this for the Giants.
Absolutely. All right, so Jared Wilson on the mound now in relief. Here's Bryce Kirk to lead it off, 0 for 2. 1-0-1 for the Studs, 0-2-2 for the Crabs. So left-handed Bryce Kirk steps up. And the first pitch is a fastball taken low and inside, 1-0. The 1-0 fastball on the outside corner at the knees. Taken for a strike. A ball and a strike now the count. One and one the count. There's a fastball right down the middle at the knees, and it's 1-2. This guy throws pretty hard.
Yeah.
The 1-2 to Kirk. Swing and a miss, took something off. It gets away from the catcher. Kirk headed down to first. The throw down there is just in time. as there's a collision with Kirk's helmet and the first baseman's mitt. Everybody's okay.
Yeah, he reached his glove out to field
And
the
now
ball.
here comes Rob and Guyver out to have a word with the umpire. I don't know if he's
some sort of interference
call
call he might be
interference or
arguing
what.
for. And the umpires are going to meet and talk about it.
Let's see how it's interference, because I think it happened after he touched the bag, first of all. But maybe. Why not? Give it a shot.
Got to start a rally somehow.
At this point, I think the crowds will pretty much take whatever. The umpires confer. And that's it. He's out.
Yep.
Here's Dawson Bacho. 1 for 2. Bacho hit the ball very hard in the second inning, and that's the only hard hit ball the Crabs have had the whole game. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at a hard fastball away. And it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss again. Blew it right past him. 0-2. Well, these studs have some arms, huh?
They sure do. Boy.
0-2.
You have pitching like this, it's going to make the game go by real fast.
The 0-2. Fastball away, 1-2. One, two. Breaking pitch called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Nasty. Bacho gone. 2 away.
First 2 hitters badly fooled so far.
Oh, yeah. Well, just no chance with as much as he took off that pitch.
Yeah.
Here's Damian Henderson 0 for 2. Crabs only have 2 hits in the whole game. Here's the pitch. Fastball down low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Pitch down and away. Henderson went for it. 1-1. One and one the count. From the set, here's the pitch. Fastball way inside. Did it hit him? I don't guess not.
Kind of acted like he did.
Yeah, just missed him. Two and one to count. 2 outs, nobody on. Trailing 1-0. Here's the pitch. Another one way in the dirt. 2-2. Henderson having a dance out of the way of a couple pitches. Three and one to count to Damian Henderson. Here's the pitch. Golfed high in the air to shallow center field. Riker under it. Inning over. Crabs go 1-2-3 in the 7th. They trail 1-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Devontae Butler pitched brilliantly through 7, giving up no hits, striking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and walking only 1 or 2, I think. At any rate, he's out of the game. Dalton Smith, the big right-hander wearing number 40, is on in relief. What do we know about Dalton?
Dalton Smith so far, he's appeared in 3 games, 2.1 innings pitched, no runs given up. He's walked 3, struck out 2. That's pretty much it.
Okay. So Crabs trailing 1-0. Devontae Smith held the Studs hitless through 7 innings. And now it'll be up to Dalton Smith to keep the Crabs in it. They're trailing 1-0, unfortunately. It'll be the top of the order for the Studs: Grant, Strash, and Riker. Grant is 0 for 2 tonight. Dalton Smith sets and deals to Gavin Grant. A fastball that misses high. Want to know the count? Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside, 2-0.
The attendance tonight, 502 people at the ballpark.
I think this is the smallest attendance we've had so far this season. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Misses high and outside, and it's 3-0 now to Gavin Grant to lead off the 8th inning.
Usually Fridays and Sundays are more heavily attended than the Saturday night.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Games.
Yeah. Well, it's Arts Alive. No. 3-0 the count. But you're right about that in general. There's a pitch right down the middle. The automatic is taken for a strike, and it's 3-1.
And
the other thing is no band here on Saturday. That's part of it.
Yeah, that is true. We have not had a midweek game yet.
No, we have not.
We will soon.
People love that crabgrass band, and that's hit in the air to left field. That's a base hit. First hit of the game for the Studs.
Well, the combined no-hit bid is over.
Devontae Butler, wow.
Incredible.
Another just fabulous pitching performance, and he cannot get the win, even if the Crabs do come back and win it.
Like I've said before in this broadcast, baseball can be a cruel, cruel
Very
game.
cruel.
That's why you don't really trust pitching records as a
No, it's true.
viable
win-loss record
stat.
is not really a good. Very short lead over at first for Gavin. That's bunted over towards third. Figueredo is in on it. He's going to throw to first. So the sacrifice is successful as Gavin Grant goes to second. With 1 away, Grant out at second. Here's Landon Riker. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Slider taken for a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch. Yeah, the fans like it, but I think they saw it as a gift. 0-1. Smith looks in for the sign. He sets. Glance out at second. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is tap foul at the plate. And he's ahead of Riker 0-2. Well, we have Kirk on the Crabs and Riker on the Studs. It's a Star Trek night at the ballpark.
The last name Riker just makes me think of the prison.
Yeah, I know.
Rikers
Island, yeah. Well, 0-2 the count. Runner goes. The pitch is in the dirt. The throw down to third. Well, it won't be a throw to third, and he's got it stolen.
Caught the pitcher sleeping right there.
Huge jump. You are correct.
That's a huge stolen base.
Yes, it is.
Run can now score with an out.
Yep.
I mean, a fly out to the outfield most likely as the infield is now in.
Yep, that is a huge stolen base. In on the grass. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Took something off
and that
it.
is
And
a huge
Riker's gone.
strikeout.
2 away. Here's Brennan Hancock, 0 for 3. Gavin Grant over at third. Studs lead 1-0. Looking for some insurance here. Here's the pitch. Fastball away. Low 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 misses away again with a fastball, and it's 2-1 now to Hancock. Here's the 2-1 in the dirt, nicely blocked by Morris, who seemed surprised that he caught it.
Yeah.
But he did. 3-1. The 3-1 rides high with a fastball. That's ball 4. So Hancock will head down to first. That'll put runners on the corners with 2 outs for Mason Quinlan. Quinlan's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Quinlan. Breaking pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Morris. Another nice block by Morris. So 1-0 to Quinlan. Grant at third. Hancock at first. 2 away. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball in there at the knees on the outside corner.
That was a generous
1-1.
call.
Yeah, it was. One and 1 the count. Breaking pitch is popped high in the air on the right side. Kirk into foul territory, and it's going to fall out of play. So 1-2 now the count to Quinlan. Long look in. Now he sets. And now Smith steps off. All right, here we go. Smith at the belt, and he deals. A breaking pitch into right field for a base hit. 2-0 in favor of the Studs. Hancock will go to second. He didn't hit it hard. He got a breaking pitch in on the hands, and he just pushed it out to right field. But that's enough to give the Studs a 2-0 lead. Kyle Bowe will be the hitter. Yep, my feelings exactly, Liam.
A lot of breaks not going the Crabs' way. I mean, that pitch was not hit very well.
No, it wasn't.
It found the hole on the right side. Just
Yep.
the way the season's been going so far for the Crabs.
Yep. 2-0, first and second now. Bowe is 0 for 3. Smith sets and deals a fastball that rides high.
So I'm not quite used to this in all my years growing up here and watching the Crabs play.
No me gusta. Here's the 1-0. Ooh, fastball is inside. Almost hit him. 2-0. Two-0 count. And he steps off now and looks at second. Nobody's covering. Hancock at second, Quinlan at first. Two-0 pitch. Misses inside, 3-0, so he's a pitch away from loading the bases.
Losing his control a bit.
He's had deep counts on pretty much all the hitters. Smith at the belt. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And it's a strike. Three and one. 3-1 rides way high. And that's going to load the bases.
Well,
Henry Chaney will be the hitter.
it was the 7th inning last night.
Yes, it was.
Hopefully the 8th inning tonight is not quite as bad. But
Here's Robin coming out to the mound now to have a word. No action in the Crabs bullpen. Tomorrow afternoon, 12:30 will be the finale of this 3-game series. It should be a beautiful afternoon for baseball. You're going to want to be out here for this one. All right, Robin said whatever it was he had to say. What do you say?
throw strikes.
Throw strikes. So here's Chaney, 0 for 3.
Make him earn it.
From the set, Smith comes home with a breaking pitch in there on the inside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. Nice.
Nice first pitch.
Oh, and 1 to count. The 0-1. Hit hard on the ground, knocked down by the shortstop, throw to second. Nice play by Carasosa on a hard hit. One hopper that was headed for left field. Carasosa, diving stop, throws out the runner at second to quash the rally. Nicely done. The Studs get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 3 left. And at the end of 7.5, they lead 2-0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th inning. Aiden Morris, Kyle Nell, and Dan Carasoza for the Crabs, trailing 2-0 now. Jared Wilson for the Studs out for his second inning work. He was overpowering in the 7th. Very hard fastball, very live fastball. Morris is 0 for 2. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Studs. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors for the Crabs. Morris fouls the first pitch off the backstop. 0-1. Oh, 2 pitch. Swung on. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on and foul tipped. Down to chase a pitch in the dirt. 0-2 now to Morris. The 0-2. Fouled out of play. Boy, that sounded like a windshield. People don't know better. Park along F Street out here right in front of the ballpark. And people often, think, oh, nice, a spot right in front of the ballpark. And they often lose windshields that way. There's a high bounder over the third, slowly hit, and nicely played by Kyle Bowe on the run to throw him out. 1 away. Here's Kyle Nell, 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. And the pitch to Nell is a fastball swung on and missed at the high fastball. 0-1. I just think the Crabs are not seeing Wilson's fastball very well tonight. Here's the 0-1. That's hit on the ground out to short on a short hop. Throw to first, 2 away. Dan Carasoza will be the hitter, 1 for 2. Made a great play at the end of last half inning on a ball that was hit very hard up the middle and saved a couple of runs easily with that play. Still the Crabs trail 2-0. Carasoza batting with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And he takes a fastball high and outside. 1-0 the count. Fastball misses high and inside, 2-0. 2-0 the count. And the pitch. Outside and low, and it's 3-0 now to Carasoza. Riley Cleary on deck should Carasoza get aboard. Bottom of the 8th inning. A chill has descended on the ballpark. Here's the pitch. Fastball is in there. 3-1. Three-one pitch. Fouled up against the screen, and it's full. Three and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Carasoza's gone, and so are the Crabs in the 8th. They trail 2-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back. Top of the 9th inning. Hinkle, Henriksen, and Grant for the Studs, leading 2-0. Dalton Smith out for his second inning of work for the Crabs. These two teams will meet again tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful day for baseball. The band is going to be here. I'm going to be here. Liam's going to be here. You ought to be here, too. And then in the midweek, on Tuesday and Wednesday night, we have Seals baseball, who are up from the Bay Area, and then another formidable opponent coming in this weekend, the San Luis Obispo Blues. Another very good team coming in next weekend. 2-0 the count. 2-0 the score. Here's the pitch, and it's a breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate for a called strike to Brady Hinkle. Hinkle's 0 for 3 tonight. Lined out and struck out a couple of times. Here's the 0-1. Fastball is in there at the knees on the inside corner, and he's ahead of Hinkle, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. A good breaking pitch, and Hinkle just able to get at the bat on it. Oh, 0-2. Looking ahead to the 9th, it'll be Cleary, Figueredo, and Sauto scheduled to bat for the Crabs. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch called. Strike 3 right over the heart of the plate. And happy trails to Brady Hinkle.
Been saying that a lot in this game.
I say it when it's a called strike 3.
Yeah, there's been a lot of those. For both sides.
Here's Tony Henriksen. Henriksen scored the first run of the game back in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. And he takes a breaking pitch down low and inside. One and 0 the count. Here's the pitch. Slider misses away. 2-0. Two and 0 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. 2-1. For whatever reason, the crowd gets a real charge out of it when a ball hits one of the metal pieces that holds up the screen, metal tubes that holds up the screen.
It almost went over.
It's the little things that get them going here at the Arcata Ballpark. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle with a fastball on the ins, and it's 2-2. One out, nobody on. 2-2 to Henriksen. Top of the 9th inning, Studs up 2-0. 2-2 pitch. Misses down low and inside, and the count goes full. Three-two pitch on the way. Called strike 3 via con Dios. Tony Henriksen. Two outs. Top of the order, here's Gavin Grant.
No, they're from Seattle. You'd think they'd be used to this cold weather. They seem frozen in place.
Yep. Been some great pitching all the way around tonight. And And the first pitch to Grant is a breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate. Nicely done, 0-1. Grant is 1 for 3, and he scored the second run of the game in last inning. The 0-1 is lined into left field for a base hit. So Grant's aboard with 1 out. Here's Kyle Strash, 0 for 2. And the first pitch to Strash is a fastball. It's just high. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. In there at the knees for a called strike. One and one the count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, a big swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Now to Strash. Gavin Grant dancing around off of first base over there. Smith sets and comes home with a fastball in the dirt. The runner's going to second. The throw is not in time. Wrong side of the bag. Morris got rid of the ball quickly, but he threw to the shortstop side of the bag. And Carasosa not able to get the tag down in time, and it's a stolen base for Grant.
I don't think he had the ball cleanly in his glove.
I don't think he did either. I think you're right, Liam. So now another runner in scoring position for the Studs. And some more insurance here in the top of the 9th inning with 2 outs. And the count 2-2 to Strash. Two and two the count. Runner goes. The pitch is high. The throw down to third, and he's in there. Another stolen base for Strash. That's his 3rd stolen base tonight. I'm not quite sure what the logic is of stealing third with 2 outs. I mean, he made it, so there's that, but it's not much of an advantage to steal third with 2 outs. It's still going to probably take a hit to score him, especially in this park where a wild pitch is difficult to score on. The next pitch is a breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate, and that's ball 4. So that's going to put runners on the corners with 2 outs for Landon Riker. Riker's 0 for 4. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, nicely blocked by Morris. Morris has done a good job behind the plate tonight in terms of blocking pitches. The 1-0. Rides high with a fastball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch popped high in the air, back of home plate, and it looks like it's going to drift into the seats. So 2-1 now, the count to Landon Riker, with Grant at third and Strash at first. Smith with a long look in. Now he sets. And the pitch. Fastball is inside. It's a strike. 2-2.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm a little surprised he called that a strike. But
yeah, the fans were too.
2-2 the count. And that one almost hit him. And the count goes full. So a lot of deep counts for Dalton Smith.
And Dalton Smith.
He walked 2 in the 8th.
This is going to be his 50th pitch coming up.
He struck out the first 2 batters he saw this inning, but then Grant singled and Strash singled. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. Yikes.
Nothing has come easy for Dalton Smith.
No, it
his
hasn't.
outing so far. A dangerous hitter coming up.
So bases loaded, yep. Brennan Hancock, 0 for 3. Homer last night. Grant at third, Strash at second, Riker at first. Studs looking to put the game out of reach here in the top of the 9th. They lead 2-0. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball high. Nowhere to put this guy either. And he has already shown he can hit the ball a long way if he gets one out over the heart of the plate.
Dalton Smith looks like the ball is not going where he intends it to go, which is a little bit scary in this kind of situation.
Want to know the count. High again, 2-0. Ay. Here comes Robin out to the mound again, second visit. And he's got the whole infield coming in. And whatever point he's making it fairly forcefully.
Yeah. And I think Brennan Hancock is going to be looking for a pitch and swinging hard at it.
I think that's an astute analysis, Liam.
Yep. Well, you know.
All right, here we go. 2-0 to Hancock. Bases are juiced for the Studs.
The bases are?
FOS. Full of studs.
Not the kind of acronym we like.
No, we don't like that one. 2-0. Low and away, and it's 3-0. Yikes.
Oh, boy.
3-0.
That pretty much sums it up.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-0. I thought he might be swinging 3-0. Why not, right?
Oh, yeah. Anything close to the strike zone, he's going to be swinging hard. He's going to be doing so on this next pitch as well.
Swing and a miss, 3-2. Well, maybe Smith will work his way out of it. He's got 2 outs. A huge pitch right here. Count 3-2. Bases are loaded. 2 outs, 2-0 Studs. Top of the 9th. Smith rocks, runners go, and swing on a miss. Strike 3, got out of it.
That was incredible.
He ends up striking out the side after loading the bases. They leave 3, and they lead 2-0 to the Studs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Bottom of the ninth inning, last shot for the Crabs. They are in danger of falling to 2-5 to start the season, trailing 2-0 to the Seattle Studs. It'll be Riley Cleary, Coco Figueredo, and Dom Sauto against Jared Wilson, who has been overpowering in relief. 2 innings, he has struck out 3 batters and has thoroughly dominated the Crabs for those 2 innings.
Yeah.
The 6 hitters he's seen all looked overmatched.
6 hitters, 3 strikeouts.
Yep.
So that's pretty good.
And 2 little slow rollers. Here's Riley Cleary, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at the slider away.
Well, it looks like nothing's changed.
That's a hard slider he throws, too. Not only does he throw a good fastball, he's got a hard slider and a nasty curve. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Studs. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Crabs. Here's the pitch. Defense hurting him again tonight as the pitch sails high and outside. One and 1 to count. Strike 2 at the knees with a fastball, and it's 1-2 to Cleary. Coco Figueredo waits on deck. And the next pitch called. Strike 3 on the outside corner with the slider, and Cleary is out.
Boy.
1 away.
Pure dominance.
Yep. 12:30 tomorrow. Crabs will be probably looking for revenge. Coco Figueredo to lead it off. 0 for 1. He's walked a couple of times. Batting left-handed against the right-hander, Jared Wilson, who rocks and deals a fastball low and inside. One 0 pitch. Fastball in the outside corner. 1-1.
Oh, boy. That was a bit outside.
Well, he's been calling that pitch, though, honestly, all night.
It's been consistent.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for, really, out of an umpire.
1-1 to count.
To a certain extent.
Here's the pitch. High and outside with a fastball. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Foul tipped. 2-2. Two-two pitch. He reaches out and slaps it foul over the Crabs' dugout. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 9th inning. 2-2 pitch. Low and inside. All the way to the backstop, that pitch went. 3-2 to count to Coco Figueredo. Three-two pitch. In the air to right field and deep. Going back is the right field. He falls down. Now he's getting under it. It's going to drop. And Figueredo in there with a stand-up double.
Coco Figueredo's holding his arms out like, I don't know how that happened, but
We'll take it.
It happened.
The right fielder, Tony Henriksen, fell down. The ball was hit very high in the air. Henriksen rushing over towards the line to get to it, just slipped on the grass, and the ball fell. And Figueredo in there easily. with a stand-up double.
He fell down and then got back up, and the ball hadn't even landed yet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I don't think I've ever really seen that before.
Yeah, that was a high fly ball, that's for sure.
He fell
So
down,
Dom
got
Pseudo,
back
the
up,
tying run.
and he had more of a shot at catching it than I thought he did, even with falling down.
Well, I think the fans were hoping it was hit harder than it was.
Yeah.
And it kind of did sound like it was hit hard off the bat. For a second, I thought it might be on the way out. But he got under it, obviously. But now, Sato with the tying run at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Bo up with it, throws him out, 2 away. So the Crabs are down to their last out now for Bryce Kirk. Kirk is 0 for 3. He does have 2 home runs.
We'd love one right about now.
Yes, this would be a good time. All right. Wilson sets, looks out at second. Figueredo takes his lead, and the pitch is high and outside. The 1-0. Popped high in the air on the left side. It's going to drift out of play. 1-1. One and one to count. A look out at second. Here's the pitch. And in the right field, that's a base hit. Figueredo is going to come around third. Here comes the throw. It's cut off, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Studs. RBI single for Bryce Kirk.
All right, let's go.
All right. Solid contact there by Kirk. Here's Dawson Bacho. 1 for 3 with a double. Bacho the winning run. Kirk the tying run. Nobody up in the bullpen for the Studs. It's going to be up to Wilson. He sets. He deals. A fastball down and away, 1-0. Kirk takes his lead. From the set, here's the 1-0. Popped high in the air on the right side. Second baseman going out. He's under it, and the game is over. Indeed. Crabs lose it 2-1. For the Studs in the win, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors. For the Crabs, the win goes to Joe Rogers. The loss, poor Devontae Butler, who pitched absolutely brilliantly. No hitting the Studs for 7 innings, only to get the loss. His second of the season. The Crabs fall to 2-5 to start the 2019 season. Not the way we were hoping it would go, Liam.
Yeah, this is rough. I mean, this is more of a game where the Studs beat the Crabs rather than the Crabs beat themselves.
Yep.
Hopefully we can get the win tomorrow, but not quite used to this, Benjamin.
Nor I. No me gusta. No me gusta. Well, what can I say, fans? It's been a delight bringing you the game again tonight. 12:30 tomorrow. We'll be here. We hope you'll be here. If not, you can hear us on the radio or on the stream. Till then, Benjamin Schaefer along with Liam Warner. Have a great night. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.